My name is Lacey, your Miss Auburn's Outstanding Teen, and you're watching the Astute Tourist Channel.
Hello, my name is Margo. I'm from Weymouth, Massachusetts, and you are watching the Astute Tourist Channel.
My name is Kurt Wilson. I'm from Derry, New Hampshire, and I watch the Astute Tourist Channel.
I'm Sean.
And I'm Barbara, and we're at the New Hampshire Grass Drags today, and you're watching the Astute Tourist Channel.
Morning, everybody. It is Friday. We made it to the end of the week. Friday, Cup of Joe. My name is Jimmy. I'm your Astute Tourist. Thanks for joining us. A little behind again this morning. We were up late again last night. And here I am, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, the best that I can. Good morning, everybody. Best sip of the day. I am enjoying a little taste in New Orleans this morning. This is coffee from Cafe Du Monde. So good morning. Cheers. Oh, it is hot and steamy. Good morning to everybody. Thanks for coming in. We're going to go right over to the chat and say good morning to John from the Gaylors. Happy Friday to you, my friend. Thanks for coming in. My mom is here. Hi, Mom. How are you? Had a nice talk with my mom yesterday afternoon. And Bill is here from Armstrong Adventures. Good morning to you, Bill. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. And good morning to Shirley. Glitter bombs to you, my friend from Newfoundland. I hope all is well with you. Hope the tomatoes are growing just perfectly, and hopefully harvest time is probably, oh gosh, well, it's harvest time somewhere in the world anyway, but good morning to you. So thanks for coming in. It is Friday. It is August 4th. It is just hard to believe how quick the month is already upon us, this month of August. I hate to say it, but before we know it, you know what it'll be. Comes quick, doesn't it? It seems like it was just here. And here it is again, or not here it is again, but we'll be approaching us soon, another couple months. Also, what that brings is 86 days until the booze cruise. 86 fantastic days. And we'll be cruising down the Mississippi River out into the Gulf of Mexico. I'm excited for that. Has anybody done the booze cruise before? I'm just curious. Something I've never experienced. I have experienced that cruise out of NOLA down the mighty Mississippi. It takes a good portion of the afternoon to get out into the Gulf. At least it did the last time. And Bill says no, he hasn't done that one before. Some folks that I've connected with on Facebook say that they've done it, and it's a lot of fun. They would do it again. We're going to celebrate in great fashion with costumes. I have no idea what we're going to wear. There's 8 of us going. Colleen wants to do a theme. I don't know what to do. But who knows? Who knows? It should be a lot of fun. But like I said, good morning to everybody. I hope you're doing well. It is the end of the week. We've made it. One more work day today. And then the weekend. Last night when I got home from work, we started to work on the next installment in A Revolutionary Minute. This one's going to be on the Battle of Bunker Hill. Of course, we were in Boston on Monday, and we did some B-roll and some filming. Like I said, we did the Freedom Trail. Tomorrow, I'm excited. We're supposed to be getting some rain today. But tomorrow, I'm excited because we're going to that Living History Museum where it's going to be the largest Revolutionary military gathering reenactment in New England anyway. And I'm not sure what to expect. I think based upon some of the other reenactments I've been to, we're going to see a lot of war happening. But you can go into the encampments and visit with the folks and say hi and all of that fun stuff. Good morning, Charlie. Chillin' Charlie is here. It's good to see you, my friend. Thank you for coming in. So we have some rain coming in today. It's 60 degrees presently right now. Apparently there's a flood watch until 12 a.m. tomorrow. Possible light rain, chance of light rain in the next hour, it says. 90% chance of rain by 7 a.m. Hopefully tomorrow we won't have any of the rain. It looks like late this afternoon we have a 50% chance of rain until 7 p.m. And I'm just strolling over tomorrow, and it looks like it's going to be sunny tomorrow. Goes against everything that they said on the weather yesterday. Let's see what we can see for Saturday. Yeah, it's going to be sunny tomorrow. So excellent. That'll be good weather for our trip back in time to the 18th century. Should be a lot of fun. I can't wait for that. How's everybody gonna? I'm sorry. What is everybody going to do this weekend? What will you be doing? Mom says it's 77 here in Central Florida, and she said the weather hasn't been too bad. They get their normal for this time of year thunder showers, and of course it's somewhat humid. Charlie's getting his first cup. Excellent. Yeah. I decided I have a pound of coffee from the Cafe Du Monde. I ordered it through the mail. If you've never had their coffee, the coffee has chicory in it, and I like that flavor. It gives it a bitter kind of. Not sure. Let me try to explain it or describe it. Almost has like a burnt chocolatey kind of flavor to it. It's very good. John says they have a family barbecue planned. That sounds like a lot of fun. We haven't had a barbecue here this year at my house. I mean, we've barbecued, but we haven't had any gatherings. It's been a rough summer with all the rain we've had. It's done nothing but rain. And when I look out the window now, it's really dark out. The sky is full of gray clouds, and it is dark. Charlie says it's 64 degrees where he is at. Bill doesn't have any plans this weekend. Sometimes no plans are good because you never know what comes around the corner. Usually when Colin and I, when we do some things, sometimes we'll just get in the car. People are like, where are you going? I'm like, I don't know. We'll just point and go. We have some of the greatest adventures when we don't plan stuff. A friend of mine called me yesterday. Him and his wife are planning on driving out to South Dakota. And they're going to drive from this area. I guess they're going to go to Queens, New York. Their son lives there. They need to drop some things off for him. And then they're going to head north towards Niagara Falls, Buffalo, and take whatever that main road is. I think it's 80. And they're going to travel across the northern part of the country towards you folks in the Great Lakes and out to South Dakota. And he was asking me, he says, I know you're the astute tourist. He said, what would you recommend? And I said, well, I don't really recommend anything except having an adventure. I'll tell you what we've done. We stopped at Niagara Falls and we were in Buffalo and then made our way out towards Chicago. Or backing up in Ohio, we went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But you can go to the NFL Hall of Fame is in Ohio. in Iowa, we went to the Iowa State Fair, which was interesting. It was almost like a kind of a bucket list thing for me. I've seen it on television a lot, and we didn't plan on really any of that was planned except for the Niagara Falls and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And it just so happened that the week that we were driving was the same week that the fair was happening, so we went to the fair. And it was a whirlwind trip, so we only spent a couple hours there. It's a huge fair. You could probably spend 2 days there and not see it all. Has anyone ever been to the Iowa State Fair? It was a lot of fun. A lot of cowboy hats and big metal belt buckles. There was a lot of that stuff. And of course, the typical fair stuff, animals and food. And you haven't been out there, John, no. It was fun. I had a good time. I wish we could have spent more time, but again, it was our whirlwind trip. We were somewhat on a schedule because we did have a destination, which was Colorado, but we had a few days to get out there. And from the fair in Iowa, we ended up at the American Pickers store. So, the television show, those American Picker guys, where they go and they buy used treasures in barns and basements across the country. We would start on our journey from wherever we were heading out from, and I would tell Colleen, she was the navigator. I did all the driving, and she had her iPad, and I would say, okay, find us some interesting things along this route. And she would come up with a bunch of stuff. We did bypass the Wizard of Oz Museum. We bypassed the Laura Ingalls house, which is the little house on the prairie. But John says you could do the famous Route 66. That is a bucket list of me. I'd like to take a plane, fly to Chicago, rent a car, and then drive 66 all the way to California. To me, that would be kind of cool. And drop the car and fly back home. That's kind of a bucket list for me. Good morning, Sharon. It's good to see you. Sorry I was in late, guys. The last couple nights I haven't planned my lives very well. Paul asked me last night if I was going live today, and I didn't see it until this morning. So yes, Paul, I'm going live today. One thing I did suggest to my friend, all of those things I had mentioned to him. I told him that when you're in South Dakota, you must see the Badlands. The Badlands, it's an interesting place in South Dakota. I've never seen anything like it. Looks like a scene out of a sci-fi movie or Another Planet. Good morning, Scott. Thanks for coming in, brother. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you for taking the time to watch some of my lives and videos and our replays. Appreciate you for that. But yeah, the Badlands are pretty incredible. And then at the end, so you go into this. It's a national park. And you drive through this road. You pay, like many national parks, you pay a fee to go in. It wasn't a lot of money, $10 for the car. I'm guessing, but I forget. But at the end of it, you end up in this little town at the famous Wall Drug. All along the route in South Dakota, for miles before you get to the Badlands, you'll see these billboards every so many miles. Free ice water at Wall Drug, or friendly Indians at Wall Drug, or whatever. It's kind of like if you've traveled south on 95 from New England heading south to Florida, when you get, I think, into maybe Virginia or I don't know, in North Carolina, maybe you'll start to see signs for south of the border. And it's a touristy trap, you know, a place where you can buy trinkets and gifts and things. And there's oddities and alligators and snakes and things there. But this wall drug is, I don't want to say it's like south of the border, but following the road and seeing these signs is just like that. So at the end of this national park, when you get outside the gate, there's this town, and in it is this wall drug. And it's pretty cool. I would say if you have the time, you need to stop there. That's right, John. Pedro, right? Yep, Pedro. Pedro says, stop at the south of the border. Get yourself a hot cup of coffee at south of the border. Well, this is very similar to it. And it's hard to explain. I don't know if they're a actual drugstore. I think they are. But they have a lunch counter there. They have all kinds of gifts and things. Here, let me see if I can share this with you. Wall drug. So this is their website. So it's an interesting place. So I've made this trip out there twice, and it was before I had the YouTube channel. I didn't really make any videos. A couple videos, but nothing that would be worthy of a YouTube video. I think you can get, instead of, it's free ice water and like a 10-cent cup of coffee or something like that. Hot cup of coffee for 10 cents. That's something. I don't want to misrepresent that, but it was something like that. So that's wall drug. Plan your visit. There it is, the free ice water. But it was neat. Colleen and I did have lunch there. So there's a picture. Can you see that? Yeah, that's a picture of the Badlands right there. That's what it looks like from miles. And a lot of people have, in the old days, they get stuck in there and they died. Of course, being caught up in wall drug in the Badlands. So I caused my mom to have a panic attack at south of the border. Oh no. Oh my gosh, John, what did you do? Oh, forgive me for laughing. It's not funny, but what did you do to your mom? Your poor mother. We went to Mount Rushmore, the Crazy Horse Museum. We stayed in Rapid City. It was our anniversary, actually, the night we stayed in Rapid City. And we found this, John, you'd be interested. We found this restaurant that was an old firehouse. And they made their own beer and wine. And, you know, you go in, it looks like a firehouse, like an old-fashioned one. You sit right on the apparatus bay, and it was cool. You put a firecracker behind her. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm not laughing at your mother having a panic attack. My God. Jeez, John. How old were you? You must have been a kid. That's one thing at south of the border is you can buy firecrackers and fireworks. We were headed home from her father's funeral. Oh my gosh. So she's already in an emotional state. And then you tried to kill your mother with a firecracker. What the heck, John? Yeah, I mean, like I said, if anybody's traveled up and down the eastern seaboard here, you most likely have stopped at south of the border. Apparently a firecracker did scare her that much, Mom. He probably threw it at her. Poor woman. Look, we do things when we're young. Not the brightest things. I want to say good morning to everybody. Thank you for coming in. For those of you that are in YouTube and for the lurkers out there, we appreciate you as well. Don't forget to hit the like button, share us out, and comment. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, we would appreciate that. We would definitely appreciate you subscribing. John says, no, I was an adult. I did not mean to do it. I was trying to hit my sister. And I get that. I get it. Now, was the reason she was in the hospital was it because of you throwing the firecracker at her, or not at her, but scaring her with the firecracker, or was it there's something else happening? Good morning, Paul. No reason to apologize. I apologize to you. I didn't see your message until this morning. Most Fridays we do go live now. We used to take Fridays off. Last week we did take Friday off. Sometimes I just need a break. You know, I go live every day, every weekday. And, you know, sometimes you need a break. But it's raining out, or it will be. And I figured, what the heck? Let's go live. I have nothing going on between 6 and 7. I'm all showered. I'm all dressed. Although I clearly don't wear this to work. I always put a t-shirt on. I don't never wear my uniform while I'm doing the live. Sometimes I used to, when we did the walks on Friday mornings, I would already have my uniform on, but I try to cover up. I don't like to advertise that. Also says I didn't send it until late. I forgot about the hour difference. Yeah, no worries, man. No worries at all. I'm usually in bed by typically 8:30. We stayed up a little bit later last night. We had supper late. I was working on the new Revolutionary Minute video. Have you all seen my series on a Revolutionary Minute? I don't mind a shameless plug. I'm kind of proud of them. If you haven't seen them, you should go over, but we're working on the new one. The Bunker Hill, Battle of Bunker Hill, Breeds Hill. Probably so upset because of her dad's death. Yeah, I get that, Mom. That's probably it. Said yes, she had suffered a heart attack. Oh my God. You must have felt terrible. Clearly you didn't mean to cause her any harm. Good morning, Denise. Popping in. Are you working? I think you are, right? You said Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate you for that. The fourth episode, number 4, will be out probably by Sunday afternoon. Well, depends on tomorrow. We're going to be traveling early. It's about a 2-hour ride south of here, down to Sturbridge, Massachusetts, and that's where the Living Museum is. It's called Sturbridge Village. And we'll be doing the reenactments down there and filming, and Colleen's gonna pack a picnic. Should be a lot of fun. Well, good morning to you, my friend. You just woke up. I sent you a envelope in the mail yesterday, so to you and my mom. You guys should be getting that in a few days. Good morning, Bone Tired Travelers, from Paul. Good morning from the Gaylors. Good morning from Sharon. Charlie says, be proud, Jimmy, and keep plugging, because if you don't toot your own horn time to time, then who else will? And that's true. Thank you, my friend. We do need to self-promote, don't we? I mean, part of the reason I do this is because I want to share my creativity with all of you, and I'm slowly learning. I hope they're improving. I'm still not very good at doing the man on the street thing. I was looking at some of the video we made on the Freedom Trail. I just looked at it quickly, but I don't know how good it is. I don't know if it's people enjoy watching that stuff. Paul says, I'm not saying that history books are wrong, but they don't always give enough detail. No, sometimes they're wrong, Paul. History, here I go out on a little limb. History isn't all that we've been taught. Remember, those who write the history, what's the quote now? I'm going to get it wrong, but you know, to the victor goes the spoils, and they're the ones that get to write their own history. So it's not always correct. I would like to think, I had a friend of mine tell me about the birth of this nation and the history behind it. And I had a friend of mine say, you know, that's all BS, you know. And I said, really? You think that's all BS? And they were like, yeah, I don't always believe that. And I said, well, whether it's BS or not, it's a great story. And it holds a deep meaning for me. And I like it. So I'm going to sell it. Paul saying good morning to Brandon the Bear. Good morning, Brandon. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming in, my friend. Appreciate you. Let's see. Paul says, I know they're not always right. I'm saying they don't give enough detail, especially on revolutionary times. They don't. And even more so today. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I talked about this yesterday. One of the reasons why I started doing this is because I don't think people know enough about how we got where we are as a nation, I mean. On the rare times that I turn the television on and I see what's going on in this country. You ever see that movie, Idiocracy? Need I say any more? If you forget about stuff, and look, they're not teaching it, they're doing it on purpose, I think. They don't want you to know what the founders did, the things that they had to do in order to protect their rights and their freedoms. But the movie Idiocracy, when I turn the TV on and I look at some of the stuff that's happening around the country, that's what I think of. Am I wrong? Where's Tom Girl? I haven't seen her mom stream in a while. I think she had some issues and she got rid of her channel. That was the last I heard. That's what Dawn told me. We haven't seen her. I haven't seen her in a long time. I hope that everything's going well with her. It is being done by design. I'm with you, Charlie. It's kind of like what we were talking about tearing down the monuments and that, trying to erase history. They don't want you to know that people can stand up and fight for their rights. Have any of you read the Constitution and the Bill of Rights? You should. I have a copy of it here. And every now and then I open it up. It's incredible that the forethought that Thomas Jefferson and people like him had. Got to read that stuff and teach it to your kids and your loved ones. And that's why I do a Revolutionary Minute. You know, seems like, you know, who's this crazy guy, Jimmy, who's just running around playing history teacher? It's not about that. I mean, it is in a way, I'll be honest. I like that kind of thing. But I'm trying to go back and make sure that people understand and know where this country comes from and how we got where we are and how important and how fragile it is. Paul says, my mind works weird. When I read that the Marines were formed at Tun Tavern, and then I had to know Tun Tavern, right? That would be an amazing place to have a drink if it were still around. I know it really would. She had issues and left a while, came back before, but I hope all is okay. I don't know the backstory, Brandon, honestly. I hope she's okay too. Yeah, it's been a long time for sure. I think you should pull it out and read it again. I have a pocket Constitution and Bill of Rights. They are cheap on Amazon. Yep. I have the same thing. It's an easy read. Being a nerd look cool, right? Call me what you will, a nerd or whatever. You have to be able to, you have to know where we came from. Because I think things that we enjoy, people take for granted now. That's why I talk about the flag at the end of every stream. Stop taking things for granted. People died in order to have what we have today. People stood up against a tyrannical government. The Second Amendment is a very important thing. They had the forethought to put that in there because they knew that what they were up against could and probably will happen again. Look out throughout history. Look at other countries. Countries that gave up their weapons were slowly taken over. Giving up their rights were slowly taken over. You have to be able to defend yourself. The government is not necessarily your buddy. I think it's important to have that type of thing, but when we put blinders on and we let the crazies run amok, you get what we have today. So, all right, enough of that. I'll get off my rant. I'll be honest, Sharon, I don't know. They're probably teaching some sort of history, but I can guarantee they're not teaching the history that they taught when I was in school. Exactly, John, right? For those of us that were alive during the bicentennial, do you remember that? There was so much national pride. There were flags everywhere. There were Gadsden flags and Betsy Ross flags, and the grand old flag, and the flag that's flying behind me. You turn the TV on and there was things similar to what I'm producing, Revolutionary Minute. That's where I get the idea. I don't know if he is going live or not. He usually is next, but I don't know, Paul. There we go. All right, so let's do that then. You reminded me, John. I'm on a tangent. That's got to keep me on track. Let's do this. This Week in History. This Week in History is brought to you by, as it has been over the last week or so, by Revive Furniture and Home Decor. Revive Furniture and Home Decor.com, and check them out because they make decorating easy. All right, let's get right to it. Today's history, August 4th. I need to find the list of history. Oh, for goodness sake. Here we go. It is August 4th, this day in history. We bring you the events that happened in this day all the way back. Let's see how far back we're going today. Going back to 1578, the Portuguese armies of King Sebastian, who was allied with the deposed Moroccan Sultan Al-Madawakil, invaded Morocco but were defeated by the Saadi Sultan Abd al-Malik in the Battle of the Three Kings, 1578. In 1790, the U.S. Secretary of the Treasury, Alexander Hamilton, established the Revenue Marine Service, which became the U.S. Coast Guard. And what did we see? We saw something on the Freedom Trail. I think it was a grave of the first commander of the Revenue Marine Service, which ended up being the U.S. Coast Guard. In 1879, Pope Leo XIII issued the encyclical Aeterni Patris, making Thomism the dominant philosophical viewpoint in Roman Catholicism. And if I've pronounced any of that incorrectly, forgive me. In 1892, Lizzie Borden's father and stepmother were murdered in Fall River, Massachusetts. She was later tried for the crime, but acquitted. We talked about this. I think it was her birthday or something a few weeks ago. In 1901, Louis Armstrong, a prolifically gifted natural musician and the leading trumpeter in jazz history, was born in New Orleans, Louisiana today. Happy birthday to Louis Armstrong. In response to the German invasion of Belgian Great Britain, let me try this again, 1914. In response to the German invasion of Belgium, Great Britain entered World War I, declaring war on Germany. In 1944, the secret annex of Amsterdam, where Anne Frank and 7 others were hiding, was discovered by the Gestapo. All were sent to concentration camps with only Otto Frank surviving. Terrible time in history, but you need to know about it. We don't want to do not want to repeat this stuff. In 1962, American baseball pitcher Roger Clemens, who was one of the most successful pitchers in history and the first to win the Cy Young Award 7 times, was born in Dayton, Ohio. Played a long time for the Boston Red Sox. I've seen him play several times. In 2007, the U.S. space probe Phoenix was launched, and a year later it landed on Mars. Among its most important discoveries was the existence of water ice beneath the planet's surface. And a Dunkin' Donuts. No, I added that. Notable birthdays in 1900. Elizabeth, Queen Consort of the United Kingdom, was born. 1901, Louis Armstrong. In 1929, Kishore Kumar, Indian actor, singer, composer, and director, was born. Billy Bob Thornton, in 1955, American actor, director, and writer, was born. And in 1961, Barack Obama, President of the United States, was born. 1704, Gibraltar captured by Britain. During the War of the Spanish Succession, Britain took control of Gibraltar on this day in 1704 after Spain surrendered, and the Rock subsequently became a British colony and a symbol of British naval strength. very big rock. So that's it. That's what you get. It was this day and your day in history. This week in history. Like I said, this week in history has been brought to you by Revive Furniture and Home Decor. You can check them out online. And if you do go there, go to their website, leave them a comment. Tell them that Jimmy sent you guys over. I want to see how many people actually go over and visit them. Let them know. Let them know. If you want to help support our channel, you can go over to our Teespring store and get yourself some swag. You can get a couple coffee mugs, some pint glasses, t-shirts, beach bags, stickers, you name it. You can get some stuff. If you want a free sticker, you can go ahead and send me an email at theastutotourist@gmail.com. Send me your address and we'll mail you out a free sticker. You can also go to our PayPal, paypal.me/theastutotourist, and you can help support us that way. And we do appreciate you guys. Super stickers, super chat, all of that is much appreciated. So thank you. Let me catch up on there. It says Sharon says, Gaylors, you got that right. Jackson's teacher told him that he's only 9 years old. Told him he didn't know what he was talking about when Jackson was asked about the flag and the Revolutionary War. Yeah, well. Good morning, Richard Lefebvre is here. Good morning, Rich. Good to see you, my friend. This is the first time for you, I think, right? Have you been into our live streams? Good morning. Sorry I'm late on that. We were doing some history. So Mom says, let's see, joke. Have you heard? Oh, I don't have my rim shot. Have you heard the joke about margarine? I'd better not tell you that one. There you go. Good one, Mom. Good one. My great-grandfather was born. My great-grandfather, 12, was from Fort Sumter in 1754 and fought in the Revolutionary War. How cool is that? That's awesome. Yep, Louis Armstrong, Satchmo. Let's see. I was told to find a Family Dollar and a Subway. They found us, right? Family Dollar and Subway on Mars. That's right. Good morning, everybody, from Terry from Cat's Crazy World. Good morning to you. There is an hour show on at least 3 of those topics. Pop's Fishing Adventures is here. Good morning, Pops. Good to see you. Najuma Brown is here. Good morning, Najuma. Jeffrey Jamestown Baseball is here. I haven't seen you in a while, my friend. Thanks for coming in. Good to see you. Don't forget to hit that like button, everybody. Share us out. Tell all your friends. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, we would appreciate it. And we appreciate your support. So there you have it. Good morning to everybody. It is 46 hours past the hour of 6 o'clock EST. It's actually 48 minutes past the hour. I was a little late getting into the stream this morning. But good morning to you. Cheers, everybody. Best sip of the day. There's nothing like a good cup of coffee to get the day started. So it is Friday. It's the end of the week. What do you got planned for the weekend? Like I said, we're We're doing history this weekend. Can you imagine that? Me doing something that has to do with history, especially American history. I'm excited for this. It should be a lot of fun. I'm excited to continue to work on a Revolutionary Minute. Sorry about that, little dead air. But yeah, I'm excited. I like to get these new ones out and pass them on. Why don't we? I'm going to do this. Like Charlie said, why not? Be proud, right? Which one should I show? Well, I suppose I'll have to do it by sharing the screen. Get ready to get away. All right, so I'm going to show you guys one. This is the very first one that I produced. And hey, why not? Proud of the work I do. Proud of the work that I do. So let's do this. Yeah, check it out.
Hi, I'm Jimmy, your astute tourist, and this is your Revolutionary Minute.
Hello and welcome. Before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on our video. In the tumultuous years of the American Revolution, one man's unwavering courage and leadership would change the course of history. Born in New Hampshire in 1728, John Stark's journey from a farmer to a military hero was nothing short of extraordinary. As a captain in the French and Indian War, Stark honed his skills and developed a deep understanding of the wilderness, but it was his decision to join the Continental Army that would truly define him. Commanding the legendary Green Mountain Boys, Stark fearlessly fought against the British and their loyalist allies. His strategic brilliance and unwavering determination led to a pivotal victory at the Battle of Bennington. Stark's legendary words, "They're your enemies, the Redcoats and the Tories. Over yonder hill floats our flag," or "Tonight Molly Stark sleeps a widow," continues to inspire generations. Join us in honoring the remarkable legacy of Major General John Stark, a man whose courage and leadership continue to inspire us today. This has been a Revolutionary Minute. Thanks for watching. So there you have it. The very first episode of a Revolutionary Minute. There are 2 others on my channel if you're interested in that. Go on over to my channel and check those out. Proud of my work, you know. So there you have it. So I missed the joke that Terry said. What did the 2 atoms say to each other? Let's collide. Love it. Let's see. What am I missing? Sharon saying 100% chance of thunderstorms in South Georgia. Terry says, back when I first met Jimmy, he didn't hardly know how to turn someone blue. Look at him now. Good God. Thank you. Thanks, Terry. You got that right. I had no clue. I think you're the one that showed me how to give somebody a wrench. No idea what I'm doing. I still don't. But I'm learning as I go. So, but yeah, head over to the channel. We have 2 more. That was the first one that I did. John Stark was born in the town that I grew up in. and he lived in the town right next door to the town that I live in now. And you may not even ever heard of John Stark, but I grew up knowing his name and learning all about him. And Molly Stark, his wife. I used to play at a bar called the Molly Stark Tavern, which is still there. And obviously after her, named after her, Molly Stark. But we went to their burial site and saw where John and Molly and the rest of the Stark clan are. His house is still in Manchester, New Hampshire, although the farm that he owned is gone, surrounded by the largest city in the state. No more farm there, but you did have to walk me through it. Oh, you did. There were others that helped, but that's what we do, right? Let's talk about that. We are a community. We're a big group. We help each other. Don't forget to check out each other's channels. Go over there and watch a video. Watch at least a 3-minute video. For those of us that produce videos, there's some of us here that don't. Denise has started to do some stuff. She has a short on her channel. But go over and watch the videos, comment on them, leave a legitimate comment. Just don't say, good job, and leave. You know, if it's the John Stark one, say, hey, wow, I didn't know that about John Stark. I had no idea he was from New Hampshire. Really good job in this video. I hope you produce more. That's a legitimate comment. Like that video. And then if you're inclined, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We don't do sub for sub here. We're not that kind of a channel. We don't do those kinds of streams. But we do want to support and help each other out. So we appreciate you. And for those of you that are lurking, if you're in Facebook right now, send us a Facebook message. Let us know how we're doing. Is there anything that you want to see? Anything you want me to stop doing? Anything at all? Let us know, because I'm here for you guys, and I want to entertain you as much as I can. I'm not a cruising expert, so I don't sit here and talk about cruising like a lot of you folks are really, really knowledgeable at that. I don't know a whole lot about the cruising life. I'm slowly learning. And we do a little bit of traveling. We do as much as we can. But we do our best. So if there's something you want to see more of, let me know. Jeffrey says that he's been doing live YouTube videos. I'm going to head over to your channel and check them out. Kevin is here, my good friend Kevin from across the pond, as they say. Good afternoon to you, Kevin, the Captain Show. Good morning from the rest of us. Sharon Rowland. This is the gentleman I was talking about. Go over to the Captain Show. He is my rock hounding friend, as well as a great musician and songwriter too. But Kevin, I was telling Sharon all about your channel because she is a local rock hound, and I think she can learn some things from you. So good morning, good afternoon to you, and thank you for coming in. It's good to see you. Appreciate you. You guys got to go over to the Captain Show. He writes some really good music, and he knows a lot about rocks and tumbling rocks and cutting them and geodes and all of that stuff, crystals, and you need to check them out. As long as one continues to go for something good in life, they are considered forward progressing. I like that, Terry. That's good. And here's Jeffrey's link. Jeffrey, Jamestown Baseball Commissioner. Head over to his channel. Kevin is saying hi to Sharon. Yeah, check out the Captain Show. He's been a good friend of mine for a while now. He's helped me out here on YouTube. Taught me some things as well when I was ignorant to some stuff. And he helped me get on the right path as far as knowing what to do here on YouTube and things that not to do. So talk about what you know and not about what you don't. That's some honest content to me, informative and patriotic, which is a society we need more of. Thank you, Charlie. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm not about to sit here and baffle you with stuff that I don't know about. If I don't know something, I'll let you know. Exactly, Denise. Never stop learning. It's important to continue to learn. I'm 59 years old and I don't claim to know everything and never will. And I'm always looking for a challenge. Thank you, sir. I mean everything I say, my friend, honestly. All right, so Sharon is connected to the Captain, and you won't be sorry. You're going to learn some stuff. You may, Sharon. I don't know. I know that you're a rock hound. You know way more about it than I do. I know what a rock is, but I couldn't tell you the difference between a piece of granite and a piece of jasper conglomerate. There you go. How's that? How's that for a rock? I remember that from my high school science class because we did geology, I guess. Is that right? You're absolutely right, Jimmy. I'm going to watch his videos. Thank you. You're welcome, my friend. You are all welcome at the Captain Show, and please leave a comment, and I'll get back to you. He does. Every time I go and I leave him a comment, he always gets back. So one day I hope to meet the gentleman and we'll jam. That's what I really want to do. I'll look at his rock collection, but I want to jam with the guy. You're only 3 years than me, Jimmy. Yep. You're 56. Yeah. I turned 59 in June. Age is a state of mind. Yeah, my father was a rock hound. He really was. He's always picking up something. I collect rocks, but I think I said this before. Little rocks from places that I go when I think of it, because I'll put them in a little bag that I have, and I can remember the places. It reminds me of where I've been. Wouldn't that be nice? That would be cool. I'll have to come over to England and bring my guitar. All right, so we just passed the 1 hour mark, and you know what that means. I got to get going. Last day of work of the week. And then it's a couple days off. So don't forget PMA. PMA will save your day. Positive mental attitude is a good thing. Employ it in your life. Positive energy, positive frequencies. It pushes all the negativity away, and it'll save your day, save your week, save your year, and save your life. And when I tell you that I'm living proof that it works, believe me, it really does work. And I'm here because of it. Make a difference in somebody's day. You can smile. Just smile at somebody or say a kind word. Hey, I like that shirt you're wearing, or nice car, or somebody opens a door for you. Thank them. Say a kind word to somebody. Smile. Shake a hand. Hug them if they're inclined. If I win the lotto, I'll come see you. Yeah, man. Yes. And vice versa. Thank and think about our first responders, the ladies and gentlemen of the our first responder community, firefighters, policemen, healthcare workers, medical people. Nurse Denise, thank her. Thank people like that. And don't forget about our veterans, the men and ladies of the armed services are there on the proverbial wall every day protecting us. So think of them and thank them. And then think about our freedoms and our liberties, because that's what that right there behind us means. And the flag of the country that you live in. People have given up the ultimate sacrifice to protect that flag and protect what it means. It means so much more than the cloth it's printed on. So respect the flag. And if you see somebody disrespecting it, I would expect you to do something about it, because I know I would. Kindness, it makes the world go round more than being unkind. Absolutely. Kevin says, love the USA and all you wonderful people. Thank you, my friend. We love you too. And even though I teach about the Revolutionary War and us breaking from Britain, we are certainly allies today, which is a great thing. We wouldn't be around and be what we are today without our friends over there. It's all about being one big community, and that's what it's about. So love you guys. Love you all. I appreciate everybody. Thank you for coming in. I will see you Monday morning. We'll be here bright and early, 6 a.m. for another installment of Cup of Joe Live with your good friend Jimmy. I appreciate you guys. Peace and love from deep down in my heart. I'm Jimmy, your astute tourist. We will see you later.